Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wonderful Wednesday. Yeah, I can talk today. I got some great news. I got some information yesterday. That's why I wasn't on last night. I had to decipher it and do some channeling on it. I had a dream, probably 2 years ago, about the technology that was going to be released. And the technology that I seen in my dream was for healing was sound, light, and frequency. So last night I was listening to a gentleman that said they've been working on it for 7 years. They've been working on the hidden technologies and the hidden cures and things that they concealed from us. And they've been working on it for 7 years and it's about ready to come out. They're not going to bring it out with the big dummy in office. Um, he's fake. They're not going to bring it in with him. And so I'm assuming real soon, within the next few weeks, things are going to start to really go down. So we have to ground ourselves and we have to protect ourselves because negative energies will be flying around. We have to do a lot of observing right now because my dream showed me that in our homes in the future, which I'm thinking is soon, we'll have healing frequency rooms where we can go in and heal ourselves because we've always had the technology. It's just been suppressed by the bad guys, and we know that we're going into a beautiful world. And I also seen where they said absolutely not, no digital currency. So that was a plus because I know digital currency is their currency and it's the bad guys. So there's a lot of things going on in the background that we are not aware of, but it is going to be an amazing time. It's just we've got to get through the hardest part of it. So we're going to have cards and coffee. And last night I did my midnight meditation and I zonked out. I was like, I can't do the reading tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm done. Which is kind of nice because in the daytime you can actually see what color my eyes and my face is, and instead of at night with the really bad lighting in the fifth wheel camper. So today is 3/13 of 2024. It's a 15 and it's a 6. And we're going to read the meaning from the Soul Helper Oracle of the 6. That'll start our reading out right. Now, this is a collective reading. This is for anybody and everybody that finds it. If you found it, you were meant to hear it. That's what I need to say. It's just, you might like me and you might not. I might have the right frequency that you connect with, and I might not. So, and it's okay. It really is. Now, number 6 reveals that uniting and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. You will find courage and an unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. You will be a conduit for the creation of new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and the merging of opposing energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and fulfillment of dreams. Yeah, we are going into a beautiful new world. It's not a different world. It's going to be our world. And we're going to have to spend the rest of our time fixing it and learning and remembering. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be like new adventure. It's like, I'm hearing Pippi Longstocking's adventure. And she, if you think about Pippi Longstocking, I don't know, men probably didn't watch Pippi Longstocking, but I loved Pippi Longstocking. Pippi Longstocking was an adventurer on a ship and her father was away. And anytime she needed something, she'd open this big treasure chest and she'd go give him gold coins. So it kind of reminds me of how we were supposed to do things, but I don't think it's going to be so much as gold coins. I think it's going to be like rainbow currency or something where it's backed by gold or silver, and that's how it's always supposed to be. So now that we talked about Pippi Longstocking, and boy, that was a flashback. God, I don't even know what year Pippi Longstocking was in. Um, wow, I just went blank. Maybe I was supposed to. So we got a number, the first one, this is the Dreams of Gaia Oracle. And this is the first one we pull out of. Now, when I do my midnight meditation and I shuffle the deck and I cut it 3 times and I knock on it 3 times to awaken the answers. And then what I do is I shuffle and they fly out. When they fly out, they want to be seen. I don't just shuffle and pick cards. And I usually do it in private because I have no desk here. I'm in a fifth wheel camper. So it's not like I can put the camera way over there and shuffle up here. And it's just better. I get better messages when I'm in my midnight meditation and I've got my energy pulled in for the collective. I get better messages. I've tried the other ways and it just didn't work. But I have done it with people and it came out good. But their energy was right there in the room with me. Or I was concentrating on just their energy. And that's a big thing. Right now, when I do the cards in my meditation, I'm focusing on the universe, the universal uh, answers that we need. We got a 15, which is a 6, which today is a 6, and it's abundance. Because yeah, we are going into the state of plenty. It's abundance is a feeling. Abundance surrounds you, have faith and conviction. Complete trust is required. Your rainy day is today. Determine your goals and reasons and set intentions. What is abundance? Abundance is defined as a state of plenty. When the abundance card appears, it signifies a feeling of abundance, of appreciation that opens you to the abundance that surrounds you. In turn, this feeling gives rise to an abundance consciousness. A person with an abundance consciousness is one who is always hopeful, seeks a fair and equal exchange of energy, and seeks potential and opportunity in all experiences. To create and open ourselves to abundance and embrace an abundance consciousness is our 7th reason for being, and potentially one of the more challenging purposes, because it requires absolute faith and conviction. It requires complete trust. And I'm pretty sure we got a trust card today. That's what it is. It's trust in your knowing within. You're not going outside of yourself to trust, you're going within to trust your decisions and what you're thinking and what you're doing. Abundance consciousness is a state of contentment and fulfillment and is not influenced by external factors, regardless of whether the experience was good or bad. One with an abundance consciousness sees the whole experience and learns from the whole experience. Abundance embodies a way of living that does not change regardless of whether you have more or less in your life. Abundance cannot be earned, given, bestowed, or taken away. It is contentment, born of fulfillment and appreciation. Abundance means to see and appreciate the wealth that surrounds us, not just the material wealth, but the abundance of energy, love, nature, spirituality, food, enjoyment, and time. Abundance is a perpetual state of evolution, expansion, and growth that is mirrored in all that surrounds us. If you do not see these things, you may be restricting the flow of abundance. Perhaps you have blockages in place, beliefs that have you seeing a lack or scarcity and embracing an idea that everything is limited or will run out. Okay, my dog's seen a mailman or something and started barking. Abundance is about giving and receiving in equal measure rather than controlling, taking, possessing, or hoarding. Being generous and appreciative and grateful will help you to experience abundance. Being loving and giving love will help you receive love. Being respectful will help bring respect to you. Giving with the right intentions for the right reasons. Sharing what you have without fear rather than dwelling on what you do not have. These will help bring wealth to you. Remember, however, abundance about giving simply because you can and want to, not because you want something in exchange. You know, Abundance is a tricky card. When we have a lot of abundance, we feel like we can control with our abundance. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've lived it. There's a lot of people out there that get this abundance all of a sudden, and they have expectations on them helping you at all with that money. They want to tell you how you need to spend that money, not how you need that money. You should save that money instead of needing at this point. Eh, that's material wealth. That's hoarding. That is gathering. Yeah, if you want to save, save. If you can't at that moment and you need to pay things, you need to buy things, you lost everything, you did this, then yeah, you don't need to do. Okay, and if you look at this abundance card, she has a nest of baby birds. She's got the earth around her. She's got food. She's got the rabbit laying there, enjoying. And you know what else she's got? She's got the gold right here with jewels and the dragon protecting her. She has everything she needs. There's nothing more she needs. Plus, she's got the like purple around her, the Celtic in behind her. She has the intuition and she feels royalty. She has everything. So, okay, we have everything. We're feeling abundant. But now we're bored because we're abundant. We have everything and we're bored because we're sick of doing the same things over and over again. I don't know. I think abundance is a mindset. I don't think that all of the riches in the world would make you completely happy if you're not abundance within, if you don't feel the abundance within. Now, the clarifier card, which I thought was interesting, was the Fool, New Beginnings, with the abundance. You know, we are going to get the Jubilee. A lot of people said, I'll see it to believe it. Well, they can see it and they can believe it. We're going to have a black swan event. We're going to, you know, the stock market is going to dive. They're propping it up right now. But all of the financial people are saying that it's going to dive. And then there's people out there that have no clue and they're laughing, going, ha ha ha, nothing's going to happen. Well, we'll see. We'll all see. But we got the Fool. And the Fool is new beginnings. The Fool is the tarot's dreamer. He takes a spectacular dive from a cliff top into an enchanted ocean, not knowing what lies beyond. His youth and his dreams will lead him into deep waters of discovery. While this is the beginning of a great adventure, the merman's journey also involves a risk. Will he survive his ordeal? A small dolphin who knows these waters well acts as his guide. You are on the brink of a new path in life, and a wonderful opportunity awaits. Now is the time to follow your destiny. In work and in relationship, before you follow your heart's desire, pay attention to two things. Be practical and check that your dream is tangible and realistic. And listen to your intuition, which, like the dolphin, will safely guide you forward. Keep the focus on your goals rather than be distracted by others' opinions and needs. This is your time to reinvent yourself, and there's a bright future ahead in exciting new territory. The Fool can also show a physical journey over land and sea. Look before you leap, and if you like what you see, dive right in. This is risk and innocence, departure, new pathways, discovery journeys, and starting over. Yeah, we're all going to be starting over um, in this world. We're all going to be creating something. So that was a great card to get with the abundance, the Fool, the dreamer. Oh, speaking of dreamer, we've been playing a game to practice our manifestation. And when you come in, I want you to think of something you want to practice and play with. Something small, nothing crazy, and play with it as you meditate. Think about it and just start playing with that thought of that manifestation. And when you think of something, hit the likey magic manifestation button and make your wish. Okay. And then practice it as you're meditating. We have to play with this because we have to balance. And I am a hand talker. We have to balance ourselves, the masculine, the feminine, and the inner child. If you're not playing enough with your imagination, we get stale. That's the way I look at it. It's like a piece of bread that you leave out of the bag for too long, and it's hard as a rock, and you don't want to eat it. Okay. Think about things. Go back, observe them, marinate on them, think about them, but not too long. That's procrastination. When you think about it and think about it and think about it, because if you're not putting it into fruition, then you're just procrastinating. Coffee and cards with my favorite soul family. What could be better on a wonderful Wednesday? I can't even say that today. Wonderful Wednesday. For some unknown reason, it's not rolling off my tongue. Wonderful. I'm playing with my little imaginary friend right here. Okay, now we have the 14. You know, some really interesting cards popped out last night. We got the King of Earth, and that's a number 14, which goes down to 5. And he has the stag below him. I mean, he is like all earth. He is a beautiful card. The King of Earth, successful, industrious, devoted, steadfast, authoritative, reliable, and dedicated. This is a good card for us to get because lately, when I have been asking questions, I've been asking, what can I tell the collective about what's going on in their outside universe and who is in charge and who is, what are we going into? And now you can see the cards we're getting. The card of the abundance and the dreamer and the new beginnings. That's where we're going. And the King of Earth showed up, and that's telling me that that's somebody in the background that is working for us, we the people. Take pride in accomplishments, pay it forward, honor your process. No, now is not the time to make changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy. Abuse, misuse of power. The King of Earth is a very satisfied man, and he has every reason to be. Everything he touches turns to gold. His kingdom is secure and wealthy, and his people are happy and prosperous. While some may consider that is circumstances are born of luck, he is a natural leader, and his success is born of hard work and dedication. He is proud of his accomplishments and is not afraid to acknowledge them, and more importantly, to enjoy them. However, despite any appearance of excess, he is a very grounded and realistic, enjoys abundance because he is wise and careful. The King of Earth is not afraid to be open or candid because he has no insecurities or emotional baggage to feed doubts and fears. He is only too willing to share in his success and give advice and guidance without hesitation when he asks. He does not fear that doing so will give rise to a competitor or rival. He believes that everyone is entitled to the same opportunities. He is clear-minded and reliable, someone you can trust and depend on. He is also wise and intelligent, and these factors keep him at the forefront of all that he does. On a business level, some may see him as boring, and uh, his methods are sound, though. He has found a process that works for him and one that pays dividends. Why change what yields results? If his methods fail, then he is willing to change. But if the methods work, then change is not required and is an unnecessary waste of time and energy. He is not one to try and fix that which is not broke. The King of Earth may appear in your reading to tell you that it is okay to rejoice in your success. All too often, we are made to feel that taking pride in our success equates to be boastful. This can lead to feeling of guilt and a decision to stay silent. While you can choose your moments and be respectful of others' feelings, the King of Earth suggests that you have every right to celebrate your achievement and take pride in your accomplishments. Yeah, you do. Everybody should take pride. And, I've seen people that don't think they made accomplishments, but they did. And then when someone else is making accomplishments, they want to put it on the back burner and make you feel less than you are. And don't let anybody do that. That's their opinion, and they're allowed to have their opinion. But if I think that there's that negative imprint coming out of someone, I'll erase it, forget about it, and walk away. Because I don't want that imprint in my mind. I don't want that imprint in my world. We have to remember there's a lot of negative going around here. It's not all positive and joy. The King of Earth may also symbolize a need to take a methodical approach that you know will work for you. At this time, do not deviate or take a chance on trying something new. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway you either. Instead, trust in your usual process, especially if it has always worked for you in the past. Yeah, I've seen people buy restaurants and everything. This restaurant like was the best it ever was since like 1929. They get in there and they change all kinds of stuff, and then next thing you know, 2 years from now, they're going out of business. You don't change something that's going good. And we did get a clarifier for that, and we got the Three of Cups reunion, which means this is a divine message. Now, the Three of Cups, I just got a vision when I picked up the Three of Cups and I hit reunion. If you've ever heard the story of Esther in the Bible, okay, that's what I was thinking. The reunion, the revival, they didn't kill her whole family and loved ones. They hung the bad guy. And then they all celebrated and rejoiced uh, with joy and abundance. And that's what I keep thinking of the story of Esther and how it was the last minute. It was the night before that they were going to hang all her family, the king, and blah, 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 blah. So that's what I'm feeling with this Three of Cups, this reunion card. I see a beautiful reunion of the world coming together after this. It's like a big revival type thing. Be carefree, enjoy the company of those who make you laugh. Celebration, friendship, healing, fun, flirtation, indulgence, and creativity. Yeah, because whoever is in charge, and I don't know who's in charge, but I know they are special forces, and there is someone leading that special forces, and some people think it's Mr. T. It might not be Mr. T. We don't know. We really don't know. The stage is set. It's a big theatrical performance, and it's a big club, and we ain't in it. We're just the observers. We're just the watchers. So, uh, that is what is going to happen. Right now, we've got a lot of things going on out there. And we also got the Ace of Air. It's new ideas, personal truths, individualism, individualization, motivation and choices and beliefs. A new personal ideology. We are unlearning and letting go. Fact and genuine knowledge. Honor personal truths. Know your mind. Reality is first conceived in the mind. Be excited and motivated. Are your old beliefs sabotaging future goals? We are going to have to relearn everything because everything that we've been taught just about is a lie. We all know that. Now, the people that are sleeping on their fake news, they don't know that, but we know that. The Ace of Air symbolizes a new way of thinking. It suggests that it is now time to let go of old, outdated beliefs and ideas that no longer serve and make way for the new. An independently formed personal ideology. It is time to unlearn and let go of ideas and opinions born of societal conditioning, inaccuracy, and false assumptions, and replace them with ideas born of self-awareness, fact, and genuine knowledge. It is also time to recognize both for what they are and learn to differentiate between the two. Its appearance in your reading lets you know it is also time to honor personal truths and have foundations in your own experience instead of embracing the truth of others and making them your own. To do otherwise is to wear an ill-fitted pair of shoes borrowed or stolen from another. While they may protect your feet, they will also pinch and rub, and over time can do more harm than good. It is time to realize that to travel well and to go the distance, you need a pair of shoes that fit well because they are made for you specifically. It is the same with personal ideology. Your life experience will offer lessons that are important, both practical knowledge and wisdom. Objective analysis can provide insight and understanding that reveals how your life experiences, thoughts, and emotions influence all of your choices and the outcomes born of those choices. Your physical reality is first conceived within the mind. The Ace of Air is offering an opportunity to embrace new paradigms and patterns and to replace those that limit and restrict you. Now you can change your mind, and in doing so, change the way you make the choices that determine your direction and shape your reality. You can cut away all the clouds, judgment, and perception and prevents you from knowing your true mind. Clarity will come with peeling away the layers of imposing dogma and belief born of past disappointments and hurts. The Ace of Air also symbolizes a time of feeling motivated and excited by the ideas in your head, your goals and dreams, because they are yours. It is time to take them and make them more. This marks the beginning of the individualization process we all must go through in order to realize our fullest potential. That's a pretty cool card considering where we are in this journey. Okay, now we did get a clarifier for that. And we got the Queen of Cups, sensitivity. We are going to be a little sensitive when we're starting to go on our new journey. The Queen is the Queen of Hearts, a sensitive, compassionate woman who is gentle towards her friends and openly loving towards her family and partners. She offers loyalty, inspiration, and creativity, so your projects will thrive too. As the U card in a reading, this Queen shows you that now is the time to focus on relationship, children, and sharing it with friends. If singles, she predicts you are emotionally ready for new love. Tune in to your nurturing side in decision making, and emotional intelligence is your best guide. Yeah, that's a love nurturing card. And that is really good because we need to love and nurture ourselves also and the world around us. So now we got another ace. We not only got the Ace of Air, we got the Ace of Earth. And we don't get this card a lot. And this is new beginnings. Everything has been new beginnings. We're getting ready to go through some things, and it is going to be new beginnings. And we've got to be ready emotionally, physically, and mentally. Be balanced, get your masculine and feminine balanced. Know the difference you have to use. When you have to use compassion, use compassion. When you have to use protection and strength, use protection and strength. That's the feminine versus the masculine. You have them both. You have to know when to use them. Then you have your inner child, and you have to know when you can have fun and joy and let go. Yes. New beginnings, goals, motivation, desires, preparation, opportunity, education, security, potential reward, potential consequences. When the Ace of Earth appears in your reading, it represents a time of change and new beginnings on the career and home front. This change is driven by a desire for financial security and independence for yourself or for those for whom you are responsible. It is time to make preparations and plans for the future so that you are not challenged or placed under stress by the changes that are coming. What do you want to do with your life? What career path will allow you to both meet your responsibilities and be fulfilled? Are you more interested in financial rewards than seeking a vocation or career that will stimulate you and make you happy? It is time for you to think of the outcome you desire. Do you need to further your education and qualifications to create more financial reward and opportunity? A new beginning founded in particularity. This is the energy of the Ace of Earth. It is a time to be grounded in your approach and seek tangible outcomes that meet your desire. Determine your weaknesses and strengths, weigh your responsibilities, and decide whether or not they fit with your goals and objectives. Also, be sure to consider the impact your decision will have on those around you. Be certain of the motivation. If you desire a safe and secure environment that is free of financial stress, then now is the time to consider building solid foundations. We are going on a journey up, and away in my magical balloon. That's what I'm hearing right now. We are going on a new journey. Do you remember in The Wizard of Oz when they found the little man behind the curtain and he was so scared because he ended up there too and he couldn't get home and yada yada. And they went up in the balloon and they wrote the ending of their story. That is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a beautiful adventure that we've never dreamed of coming true, and we're on this magical journey. I'm trying to make every day magical. And every day can't be magical because we have to have the good and the bad. It has to level it out. So we can make it as beautiful as possible because we can meet the obstacles with practicality, with the thoughts, with backing off it, thinking about it before we react. Reaction is the worst thing. It gets us in trouble all the time. When we react like that, it's just now, with the Ace of Earth, we did get an interesting card. We got some really interesting cards today. Let me make sure I've got these cards. Okay. Yeah, we did get that one. I have to write these cards down because these cards are the most, and I need to get them in the right order. This is a number 18, which is a 9, and it's the moon illusion. The unconscious doubt, decision, dilemma, sadness, the past. Two sea lions emerge from their ocean home, a full moon above them reflecting onto the dark waters of the ocean between them. Is a crayfish, symbolize of the soul, reaching out toward the magical moonlight. The sea lion symbolizes fear and the unknown, and the crayfish must overcome this fear in order to make progress. Will he stay in his comfort zone or venture into the moonlight? The moon watches you, questioning what you see. Can you see beyond illusion when doubt and confusion threaten to overwhelm you? A situation or relationship may seem appealing under the romantic light of the moon, but will it stand the test of time? Your intuition may be telling you that everything is not as it seems. An additional meaning of the card is the hidden fear and old memories surface as you work through an emotional block. Give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answer. Pay attention to its messages and thoughts, feeling and dreams rather than rely on a logical approach to problems. That is where we're at this moment. We are going to go into a beautiful future and in that, but there is a lot of illusion in the outside world right now that we have to get through. We are going toward the light of the moon, but people are still in fear because when we go into the unknown, that is the fear. And we have to be careful to level out the fear. We don't want to live in fear. We don't want to be in fear right now at all because that deters us. Now we got the Queen of Water. And I thought this was a beautiful card for the ending card of the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Trust in your feelings and senses. Look beyond the surface. A bright and positive outcome. To show vulnerability is to show strength. Are you overextending emotionally? Be the embodiment of love. Withdraw love as punishment. Use your common sense. The Queen of Water symbolizes a gentle, empathetic soul who possesses a keen sense of intuition. She is loving, compassionate, and always kind. She knows when something is wrong, when a friend is hurting and is in need of comfort or counsel. She is naturally in tune with her emotions and the emotions of those around her. It is this natural connection and gentleness that draws people to her. She is empathetic and would never consider being deliberately cruel or unkind. She is generous and giving of herself to a fault. Only by having and maintaining healthy boundaries does this watery queen protect herself from becoming drained. Her ability to intuitively see and know in her greatest strength, she looks beyond the surface to what lies within the subconsciousness. See the emotions of old that influence the present. She can sense the mood of a moment of or the undercurrent that flows through a room full of people. And because she can read others' emotions with ease, she can often distinguish truth from falsehood. This knowledge empowers. With it, the ever romantic Queen of Water can often offer the perfect solution practicality in matters of the heart. She believes in the power of love, but is also wise and knows that relationships need to be nurtured and maintained, that emotional honesty is key, as is a willingness to share our feelings. When we share our true feelings, we make ourselves vulnerable, but to be willing to do so shows both courage and strength. Is the queen a part of your nature? Is there someone in your life who needs or would benefit from your help and loving support? Or is it you who needs to seek out a like energy in your life for healing or guidance? When the Queen of Water appears in your cards, she signifies a very affirming and positive energy, for she is the optimum of love in all of its forms. Take heart and know that bright days are ahead. I love that card. And if you look at that card, she's got the eye, she's got the crescent moons, she's got the crab like a heart that is just glowing with energy. She's got two sea turtles right here flying, and she's blind. She doesn't need eyes. She uses her other senses and her intuition. She goes within. And the card we got with that, we got a lot of aces, people, and an ace is an 11. That's 11, 11, 11. That is a divine message. Plus, we got the threes, and we got love with that, the Ace of Cups, and we don't get this card a lot. This is a beautiful card. We got three aces: Ace of Earth, Ace of Air, and Ace of Cups. We just didn't get the Ace of Water. Oh, no, we got the Queen of Water. We didn't get the Ace of Water. Okay. This ace brings you your heart's desire as you find fulfillment through an artistic pursuit or a new relationship. You may create a baby that is your project, a new business, a book, planting a garden, or decorating your home. This card, along with the Queen of Ocean, wow, page 17, the Queen of the Ocean, reveals pregnancy, motherhood, and joy. The ace, while being a positive card, can also bring emotions that feel overwhelming. Open your heart and trust. You need not be overwhelmed by emotion. Just be open to what comes to you. The Queen of Ocean, page 17, describes the Ace of Cups, the love card. She is all love. He is all love. You got the cup. Cup runneth over. That was pretty crazy. I didn't even realize that was like that, because uh the next card we got was the King of Pentacles. We didn't get any swords and no wands, which is really great because there's always something there. And we did get the Trust card. The Trust was mentioned earlier. This is the King of Pentacles. This king reveals a man who is ambitious, trustworthy, and protective. When he commits to a project or relationship, he is loyal to the last. He can be a powerful business owner or leader. He has a hands-on attitude as the U card in a reading. He represents generosity and love, that what you gain, you share with the people who are important to you. Protect what is yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the reward that success brings. Money, protection, power, loyalty, stability, leadership, and commitment. I think these cards have told us that there's someone in charge that is very trustworthy, and we need to trust the plan. We don't know who it is yet. We're assuming that it's Mr. T, but from what I understand, it might not be just Mr. T. There's more at play in the background, because not only did we get the page 17 with the Queen of Ocean and the love card, we got a number 17, the last card of the tarot, because I wanted to keep going after the Trust. I wanted to keep going with the story today. We got the Star card, Hope. And this is a number 17, so we got two 17s. Which is 16, which is a 7, which I said 7 years. They've been planning these to bring these technologies out for 7 years, and they're about ready to. Tesla, free energy, healing, cures. Can I say more? No, because this is our star card. We got number 17. This is it. We got 3 11s. That's a divine message. We got threes. That's another divine message. This is all a divine message. We have to trust the plan. We have to work on ourselves, not the outside world. Work on ourselves. If you have kids, help them out. An ethereal mermaid reaches for a shining star on the horizon of the ocean, a symbol of hope, healing, and renewal. The mermaid's scales are purple, which symbolizes intuition. The seaweed and water represent old emotions in the past, and their green color signifies healing and the heart chakra. The pentagram beside her signifies spiritual protection. You have worked through heartache and conflict, understood the lessons of these difficult experiences, and are now beginning to feel hope again. The more you place your trust in the universe to protect you, the more the star guides you towards happier times. The card therefore reveals personal growth through healing past issues. You can be free from old patterns of relating and feel more whole and fulfilled in the future. The star is also a card of creativity and offers great reassurance that you're on the right path. So if you have been conflicted, suffering, or doubting your abilities, the star in your reading is a sure sign that everything will be fine. Follow your heart and respect your inner knowing. Trust that the universe will bring you whatever you need. This is creativity, dreams, intuition, healing, spiritual path, rebirth, and wishes. Our wishes are about to become true. That was the last card of the Oceanic Tarot and the Dreams of Gaia. And let me tell you, that was a very powerful reading for Wonderful Wednesday. I'm very grateful for that reading because right now in our world, the reading could not be as good as it was, describing everything to us. It's basically outlining our path because we did get practical magic. We did get the 19. Enchant the everyday, autumn magic. She is, look at that. She is enchanting. Enhance the magic in your life by transforming mundane moments, sparking your imagination and falling in love with the world. That's what we really need to do. We need to fall back in love with our world. It's been an ugly place for a while in some areas of our life. And we need to bring the ugly out and make it beautiful again. Magic happens when you bring the mystical to the commonplace and can find sacredness in the ordinary parts of your life, transforming your awareness and outlook and thus your actions. When you pay attention to the beauty within your daily life, the power of a sunset to move you, the kindness of a stranger to inspire you, and the joy of friendship to envelop you, the spell of the full moon to illuminate you, you will start to notice the synchronicities that unfold. It doesn't have to be a major event or require a huge effort to lift the spirit and remind you of the enchantment that is always swirling around you. Each day is full of sacred moments if you are willing to see and feel them. When you draw this card, it's a prompt to do one thing today to remind you of this magic, a reinforcement that you can choose to expand your perception. So invite awe into your day. Be curious, embrace wonder. When you live your life conscious of the magic around you, it will inspire you to greater heights and soothe and speak to your soul and encourage you to do more and be more. Everyone has struggled, obstacles, and challenges, and this card does not discount those or seek to trivialize them. It just urges you to allow a little light into your darkness and remember that you have the power to bring enchantment to your life. Through the simplest of things, you can choose to fall in love with the world around you and see the magical in the mundane. It just takes a heart open to possibilities. Enchantment is a way of seeing the world and interacting with it of being in harmony with nature and consciously searching out moments of awe and wonder. Look for it, seek it out, pay attention, and embrace it when you find it. Don't wait for things to change. Be proactive, embody intention, meaning, and respect. Make an effort right now in this tick of the clock. Don't stress about the past or worry about the future. Just be here in this precious moment on this beautiful planet, alive and fortunate for so many reasons, gifted with this extraordinary existence. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to each circumstance and whether you will allow something to define you or not. Allow your body and mind to be present, to absorb all that is around you. Treasure and savor each experience. Aim to have your breath taken away frequently, to experience every sensation, every sensory delight, to feel passion, enchantment, and the possibility and potential in each and every day, and live your life as though it matters because it does. It truly does. That is a beautiful card. And you know what? That card popped out twice. I didn't cut them yet. I didn't really do anything yet. I started like shuffling them and that one flew out and I put it back. And then when I cut them 3 times and started shuffling them again, it came out again. So it was meant. I do that all the time. I second guess myself and I shouldn't, but you know what? I'm glad I do because that was the card that was meant to come out and be seen. So yeah. Now we have the Soul Helper Oracle. And we got a number 24, which is a 6. Today it's been 666. 666 is not a demonic number. 666. Sixes, as we've seen, are good. There's definitely an angel message in it. So look up 666 later for the angel message. We don't want to write things into the scare tactic that they have put in front of us. Like number 13 is bad. I like number 13. 666 is evil. It's only evil if you make it evil. We got to remember that everybody's opinion is just that. It's an opinion. We got the Tree of Wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. Yeah, that the evil has left the building. You once made a wish in the divine realms of fulfillment. Your ancestors have been keeping this wish safe since that day, as you were not ready for it to come true. You experienced a deep longing in this wish, and now the time has come. It will be touched by the divine source and will enter the realm of possibilities. Although you have forgotten it, in the intervening years, you now have the momentum and opportunity to achieve your desire. Your path has led you to a point where miracles can happen because you now believe in them. Miracles can only occur if you believe they are possible or truly want them to happen. Free from fear and with an open heart, miracles take place daily. Throughout the world, you lost sight of all these wonders for a time and deep down failed to believe that you are a creative being. However, you are the one who shapes your world and destiny, is created a path of growth for you. You have forgotten that you can trust your path, but you are now ready to follow the path of your soul and insight in complete trust. This is why you have drawn this card. It is now time to signal that you are ready to receive a miracle. As your free will is respected in the spirit world, you have forgotten your wish and you did not nurture it with sufficient positive emotions. It is therefore now important to say a prayer expressing that you believe in miracles and are ready to receive one. It would be a shame to miss out on this opportunity, so do not delay. Just say it 3 times. I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. And believe it. The power animal is the crane. The herbal oil is sage. The healing crystal is hematite, and the number is 6. I have 2 hematites at my desk, and I advise anybody to get a hematite. Men, women, kids, put it in their pocket. when they start to get irritated, anxiety, stress, anything, pull it out of the pocket and start rubbing it. When they're rubbing the stone, it takes away the negative and it takes their mind off of the problem. And then put it down. It works for me all the time. And we're going to read the 6 again because we got a lot of 6s today. Number 6 reveals uniting and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. You will find courage and an unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. You will be a conduit for the creation of the new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and the merging of opposing energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and fulfillment of dreams. Yeah, we are going into a new era. We are evolving and we're going to see something we've never witnessed in our lifetime, and I can't wait. It's the bad going away and the good coming out. But we got to keep the good going. I mean, we can't go back to the bad. Been too much bad in this world for too long. We got this card again, and we haven't got it in a while, but it is a good sign for us right now. This is calm in the storm. There are times when life offers us nothing but chaos and turmoil. Wave upon wave knocks us down, sometimes before we can regain our feet. Be still. Take a moment to breathe, express your thoughts and feelings, and then do what you can to find a peaceful place of calm within you. If another is in need, offer them safe harbor, be a port in the storm. Yeah. His shell is lit up. He's got rainbows. His third eye is a jewel. And he's got the crescent moon and the turtle above him. He will be your calm in the storm. You will be your calm in the storm, and you will be someone else's calm in the storm, because we're working on ourselves, and that's what we have to do. We are going to be going through a lot in the next, let's say, month. 2 months is going to be really, really rocky. Do not fear the unknown. We got this a while back, and someone would fear this because, of course, the branches on the head look like horns, and the bells and the black feathers, uh, and the jewel on her head that she's blind, or he. We're not sure what it is. It's a male. It's when spirits come to you, there is really no sex. You're seeing what they look like in your world to identify them. But in their world, there is no masculine or feminine. They're balanced out by them. They are masculine and feminine and inner child. 3, the divine. That is when you've hit the divine. The ugly is not always bad and evil, and the beautiful not always good and just. Failure is not predetermined, nor is it a given. That others laugh at you if you choose to follow your dreams. It is your fear of the unknown that makes you question and judge. Do not let another's experience be the truth that guides you. Do not allow your fear of an unknown outcome to hold you prisoner. Your own experience could be both different and rewarding. Live. We've been being told that we have to live. We have to learn how to relive. We have to learn how to live in the right way instead of the fear of what they've taught us. Know your power. A while back I had seen a ship. And that's why I posted the ship on the other day, because I kept hearing all aboard, all aboard, or all abroad, or something. But one of my dreams had me a ship like that. And then there was horses, wild horses, running beside the ship on ground. And when I got this horse, I thought of the 3 horsemen in the Bible. I thought of the freedom of the horses running free. I thought of a lot of things when this card came up. Know your power. You have choices in all things. Your power is born of that freedom to choose. But with that freedom comes the burden of responsibility. To know your power, you must accept responsibility for your part in all you experience, even when you allow another to impose their choice or will upon you. You have the power to choose if you wear a saddle or bridle, or if another will ride upon your back. Own your power, know it, and see it in all of your choices and actions. That is a great message for us because, like I said, I see the horses running free beside the ship, and we can choose if someone's going to ride us or not. You know what I mean? Like the horse, the decision that the horse is going to make because he's free. Do I want to be tamed and ridden, or do I want to run free? That's a good question for all of us to ask. Is someone pulling your chains and telling you what to say and what to do? If that's happening and you're letting them, then you're not you. Now, we keep getting like ancestor cards, and I keep hearing the ancestors. We have ancestors around us all the time, whether they're great grandfathers or whatever they are, we have them around. And the medicine mother showed up. Honor your inner knowing. Uh, we second guess our inner knowing a lot because we're observing things and we're questioning our inner knowing for the outside that we're seeing. Be careful with that. The outside is all but an illusion. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother, inspired by West African tribal woman, has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. And it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answer. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Yeah, one step forward. We have to. We got the moon twice. And the moon is take note of intuitive messages. The moon can also be an illusion. There is a lot of illusions out there right now. Use your intuition, practice discernment, see through illusions and blockages. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun is teacher and the moon is teacher, and so she offers a powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cycle energy and is therefore strongly connected to emotions, which often come and go in waves, and to the somewhat interesting behavior. So when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told that not everything is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative, and can show you what you've been kept in the dark about. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you're being guided to use your discernment. When the moon appears, intuitive or psychic urges are increasing. So take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows. When your destiny is to be in the light, if the card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed to you. The moon has no secrets, she reveals all. Yeah. The other day, I think it was 3 days ago, we had a crazy moon. I don't know if anybody's seen that moon, but I took pictures of it. It actually looked like an eclipse. You could see the crescent of the moon, and you could actually see the blackness of the moon, even in my pictures. It was really cool. My neighbor says, that looked like an eclipse. I said, yeah, I know, but I didn't know of any eclipses. I haven't heard of any. Yeah, I think it was let's see, today's the 13th. I think it was the 11th. Yeah, 2 days ago that I took the pictures. And last night the moon was the same way. It was pretty wild. Yesterday we had planes spraying in our sky all friggin' day. I walked out and within 5 minutes counted about 10 planes. It was crazy. They're just, it used to be sunny Florida. It's still sunny, but man, I'll tell you, they are spraying crap and it's just all cloudy all the time. It just kind of looks gray and just right now it's blue skies, and it's just like it's not even blue, it's just like a gray blue. It doesn't even have a color. And my mood ring is bright green, and I know why, because we got a surprise at the end of the reading today. Someone came to visit. Wee. Okay. Elder healing through the lineage. Elder again. Message: your ancestors' guides gather around you at this time. Great healing is unfolding and carving a newfound freedom for your lineage. The First Nations people of Australia are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their historic hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in the traditions and balance within the earth. This card is in honor of them as sacred earth protectors and the living embodiment of tradition. The elder is an ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. The freedom you claim is healing that lovingly supports your entire family's constellation. Yeah, it's time to heal all the past traumas in the lineage and let it go. We can't keep hanging on to that stuff. Our parents did, our grandparents did, and we just can't. Now we got the Divine Master. And this is a beautiful card. Quinn Yin, enlightened action, choose compassion, move forward with grace. This is a beautiful card, and she's got the lotus flower. Quinn Yin is a Bodhisattva. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Bodhisattva, a being of pure compassion and love, who is loved the world over, especially in the Eastern. Bodhisattvas are part of the Buddhist tradition, but are very similar to the Western concept of angels, beings of light and brilliance who will do anything they can to lead those who call on them into a space of peace and harmony. Quinn Yen has grace, and a pearl white light surrounds her. She can help us step into an embrace of care, forgiveness, and compassion. If we have been hurt or disrespected by another person, she will help us move into a non-reactive space so that we can stay connected to the light as we move forward. If you're finding someone or something difficult at this time, the best way you can move forward is by going beyond seeking to understand why something is the way it is or someone is the way they are. It's time to move beyond the behavior or mistake or challenge that are happening around you. Don't be pulled into the misery and fear that is coming to you from an outside source. Refuse to operate on that level. Choose to take enlightened action for the sake of your own inner peace. Know that you can be compassionate and forgiving without having to excuse someone else's behavior. It's more about stepping onto your own path and recognizing that you cannot allow your own wellness and peace to be affected by someone else's behavior or by the outcome of a situation that is beyond your control. Choose to move forward in your life with grace. Realize that if you allow yourself to get pulled in, it will only cause more hurt and anguish. And the best, most enlightened act you can perform is to move on with grace and forgiveness as your North Star. The energy of Kuan Yin is here to guide you in a composed, light filled way. That is a beautiful message, and I completely agree with what that message is telling us. Okay. Now, Gateway of Light activation. We had a special card come out. We haven't had this in a while. Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting, manifesting, manifesting. Say it 3 times. Practice it. Magic likey button. Even if you don't want to hit the likey button, you didn't like me, let's say that, okay, because it's free and no charge and it doesn't matter and you just don't want to do it. That's cool. But hit the likey button, start manifesting, practice the manifesting when you're meditating, and manifest. Okay, the Emerald Tablet is one of the most celebrated of the Hermetic text, a series of sacred Egyptian Greek texts from the 2nd century or earlier. They form the basis and spiritual traditions that bring together science and spirituality through investigation into the cosmos, mind, and nature. Most of the texts are a series of dialogues between a teacher and student and are based on the concept of alchemy, the art of turning lead into gold. Now, didn't we just hear that earlier with the Ace of Earth? It was the art he could turn lead into gold. That's the 2nd time we've heard that message today. Close that door. The dogs are going crazy and they must see something out there. The Emerald Tablet is said to have been carved on a bright green stone. It was transported to Egypt around the fall of Atlantis and stored in the halls of Amenti. Under the Great Pyramid, although this legend is widespread, the origin of the text is shrouded in mystery. We do know that it is made up of 14 passages, which first appeared in a book written sometime between the 6th and 18th century and has been highly influential. Its most famous statement is, "As above, so below," meaning that what is in the high heavens is reflected upon the earth. The author signs off as Hermes Trismegistus, which is another name for Thoth, who is featured in this deck and is thought to have been the priest king of Atlantis. The idea is that he knew of the approaching end of that civilization and hid the Emerald Tablet and many other teachings in order to preserve them for spiritual aspirants in the future. When the Emerald Tablet activation card appears, you are being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there's a part of you that knows you hold great power within. This is a special time for you to use the power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is alignment with your best interest. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow, even the unsettling moments, but you are a master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenged and use it to create positive opportunities for yourself. As above, so below, all the thoughts you send up to source will contribute to your evolution on earth. Yeah, let's walk with grace, like that one card said, and peace, and try that for a while instead of walking with anger and sadness and fear. Now we got the Human Spirit Oracle, and I just love this one. It's a number 12, which is a 3, which is a divine message, broken open. You must have some cracks to let the light shine through. Have you been through something that tore you into pieces, that broke you down to nothing? When we break, it makes space for growth. Like a dense forest that can be no sun for new growth, but with one tree falls or breaks, it allows the warm sun to penetrate the canopy and feed the roots. You've been through enough. It is time to feed your roots and step into the sun. Remember that sometimes you must tear something down to rebuild a better home. The same is true of us. If we have been through life shattering events, do not get stuck in the ruins of what was. Instead, build a fabulous new dwelling. Never underestimate the curb appeal of a renovated home. I love that. That is great. And she's got pieces missing. Well, this message was great today, everybody. And go out and have a wonderful, graceful, beautiful, magical Wednesday. And I love everybody. And may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.